Okay, other stuff, other
yeah.
news coming out. Ultra Street Fighter 4 announced that they are getting a patch tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it was just announced today that tonight even, there's going to be a patch.
Yeah, and it's crazy because Bison gets like a command throw and Balrog gets like target combos and all
Dawson gets a new move or something.
Yeah, exactly. So, Rose has like a soul bubble or something.
Don't forget this. Honda's Super breaks armor.
That's right. A lot of Supers break armor now.
Hey, now Honda players.
Yeah, you can super those.
You're in
attacks,
there.
Yeah.
You're in there.
Of course, this is all Omega mode.
If you're playing Omega mode, of course. Of course.
Dude, so many people got baited by that too. I saw so many people tweeting like, "Oh my god!" Like, duh! And then it was like Omega mode. Oh. Yeah, that was really unfortunate.
Rip.
Yeah.
There is one change to Ultra. DeCapri has to do down back charge to get the anti-air version of her Ultra 2.
What did she used to be able to do?
Just backwards. It was like back forward back.
Oh,
back,
really?
Back forward, back forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But yeah, it was really, it's, I mean, it's, okay, they got rid of the stupid Gen Infinite, right? The little short thing. So maybe Omega mode might be a little more play. Because basically, I was kind of interested in Omega mode to see how fun it could be, right? And then I saw that Gen thing, and I was like, well, they're not going to patch this. They patched it, so maybe I can, maybe I have to eat my words, and maybe I have to mess with Omega mode again, you know, or something. I don't know. But by this point, like the interest is already kind of waned, you know.
Oh man,
so
it's like what we were just talking about. What we were just talking about.
I didn't even mean. Okay, yeah.
No, yeah, it just came up, but yeah.
I was excited at first. It sucked. Now they're patching it too late.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, there was no word on the sound glitch on that as well. So,
right.
But I mean, dude, again, as a programmer, there's nothing consistent about that.
Yeah.
Like there is just nothing consistent about it, and it happens, and then it doesn't ever go away, which is the weirdest part. Like you can quit out of the game and come back into the game, and it still happens. You literally have to turn the Xbox off. So there's something weird going on, and nobody really knows what it is. So.
Basically, gonna wait until PS4 phases it out, I guess, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
Well, at least we know how long we have to wait for. Because the PS4 was announced. So the PS4 version of Ultra Street Fighter 4 is coming out on May 26th. So that's really cool. And yep, that is just in time for CEO and EVO, which were the only two events that were announced on PS4, so not a surprise.
That makes sense.
Not a surprise, yeah. So the PS4 version will be coming out. Hopefully, you know, it won't have a sound glitch. And I've also heard on MKX that the PS3 driver thing is a little wonky too. Like they were saying on tournaments, like certain buttons get unbinded and like weird things are happening, and some interesting things are happening. And not only that, but if you want to play two players, you have to connect two PlayStation 4 pads to the console and then plug the PS3 joystick in there. Right. So you can't even just plug two PS3 joysticks in there directly.
I mean, I tried setting up a match against... I went to versus mode with my PS3 joystick and my PS4 pad.
Oh, right.
And I thought maybe I would like to test stuff out, because sometimes there's training mode only glitches.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, let me try it out in versus mode, see if that stuff is in there.
Right.
But yeah, you can't play as a PS3 pad against a PS3 stick against a PS4 pad.
I think you can if you have a second pad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. But if it's just those two...
For every PS3 controller you have, you need to have one PS4 controller, basically, is how it works. So it's unfortunate. Hopefully they try to fix that too. I don't know. Maybe... We don't know, because Skullgirls is not out on PS4 yet, right? So we don't know how well the joystick works there. The driver works. So maybe they'll end up into a similar situation. Who knows? So maybe Lab Zero needs to fix it, or maybe Mike Z is a good programmer. Anyway, speaking of Skullgirls, Skullgirls, Beowulf just came out.
Yeah.
Beowulf looks sick.
He does look super cool,
he looks
honestly.
really, really cool. Dude, I don't know if it's only when he kills, but you see if he kills someone with that drop thing, the little penguin judge comes out and goes 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Dude, that's so sick.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw that and I was like, okay, that's awesome. I mean, it's a judge coming out there and it's a penguin.
Right. for sure. He looks awesome.
Yeah. But of course, as we mentioned, along with that character, there's going to be some character changes to some of the other characters.
Right.
But the other really cool thing that they announced as well is that so you can play cross-platform between PS4 and PS3, I think, and maybe Vita. I'm not sure if it's all three of them. But they announced that if you buy it for PS4, I think you get it on the Vita for free as well. So there's a cross-buy for it, so that's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
So again, shout out to Lab Zero doing lots of really cool things.
They do good stuff.
Yeah.
They really do.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of respect for those guys.
Yeah. Other game news, Killer Instinct. Did you actually watch the Cinder stream at all?
I did not.
Okay.
Did you?
I didn't get a chance to see it, but I know they showed off Cinder, and all I did was get a bunch of tweets telling me that I would love Cinder, because apparently Cinder is all about puns.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, apparently everything he says is puns.
Really?
Everything he says is puns, yeah. With like a British accent or something like that. And then I was really sad because I was like, dude, come on, Keats, you could have got me to do the voice, dude. That would have been awesome. I would have wanted to be Cinder.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know anything about his gameplay, unfortunately.
Okay.
But a bunch of people got to check that out. More game news is Smash Wii U. The Mewtwo patch is out.
Yes.
There are some character changes. Unfortunately, there is no change list. We don't have any change list. So Smashboards is trying to compile a change list and try to figure some things out. There's a few things in there. Most notably, Diddy Kong is nerfed.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of things kill at much higher percentages now. So you just basically have to do a lot more damage than before. So
that's cool.
Yeah, so...
I just think the idea of it is amazing. That there was actually a balance patch.
Yeah, right?
For Smash 4. That's awesome. I mean, I know that there have been some fixes before, but like, I guess I just think that like that's never going to happen with, even though it's happened. But I just am continuously surprised that Nintendo's willing to do it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
The other interesting thing is that some people found some interesting files.
Yes.
In the patch.
The files.
Including, apparently, like, not only Ryu background music. If it was only background music, I'd be like, whatever. There's background music from every video game ever made in Smash Brothers Wii U, right? So, whatever. It was just, they just put it in there. But apparently, like, there's, like, short clips that sound like his victory music, you know, where you see people clapping and stuff like that. So there's just like weird stuff going on, and so some people are now speculating that Ryu may show, because Lucas, we mentioned this last week, came out of nowhere. Like everyone was expecting Mewtwo, but then Lucas came out of nowhere, so we may not have seen the end of DLC. So there's two cool things about that. Is one, more awesome characters. In fact, they even had a poll for a character, right?
Right.
Secondly, that gives them an excuse to keep balancing the game.
That's true.
Right? So if they keep coming out with these patches with new characters, they could keep balancing it, try to make some characters better or something like that. So
that's true.
Be really interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah, I think it'd be really interesting to see Ryu in Smash, because they did, I think, a really good job at a reasonably faithful recreation of the characters that they have as best characters. Mega Man, they did a really good job. You know, he has different guns for like every move. That's really interesting, you know?
Right.
So I wonder how they would have Street Fighter Ryu in there. Like, would he just have a fireball and he'd have Dragon Punch and he'd have like
well,
crouching
Dragon Punch would have to
be
his up B,
Of course it would be his up B, yeah.
And then, of course, his...
I would think fireball would be neutral B.
Right. Down B, I would think, would be EX spin kick. He'd probably go...
EX spin kick, I could totally see that.
Stuff like
and then you would think regular spin kick would be side B?
Maybe they just might not even give... Maybe they'll just
Donkey
give
kick.
I was just about to say, the Jodan Shogutogeri, right? So
Donkey kick. That'd be so sick.
But you have no walls to bounce them off. I guess some stages do.
Yeah.
Some stages. But dude, can you imagine going donkey kick? Boom! Boom! Explosion. That
would be so sick, honestly. Oh, now I'm going through my mind about like what the neutral buttons the jump buttons would be, jump strong and stuff.
You know, though, this is just me speculating. Okay, completely rumor mill mode, whatever at this point in time.
Go nuts.
Capcom would be pretty smart to say put Ryu in the game with Street Fighter V coming out.
You're right.
Right?
That would be good.
Because then you know what? So Smash has all these references to games. all of his information could be about like Street Fighter V stuff and all these things like that. They could prep a lot of people.
Here's counterpoint.
Okay.
Street Fighter V is really strongly associated with Sony.
Oh, that's true.
PS4.
That's true.
They're funding it.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
But I mean but that's not to say that that Capcom can't like license like Third Strike Ryu, right?
Dude, give him a parry instead of a block.
The best Ryu. Yeah.
Which ironically is the worst Ryu.
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
The only time Ryu has really been not that good. Actually, maybe in Ultra now, right?
What about in World Warrior?
Dude, World Warrior, he was. I mean, dude, it was like Guile and Dalsum and nobody.
He was the worst, though.
Yeah, he was.
I think Ryu was the worst character.
The worst character, you think?
Yeah,
so?
because I feel like he and Ken were the worst too.
Right.
But Ken had a better grab.
Right.
That throw was better.
Because you took you further to the corner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
dude, how's Dragon Punch not gonna knock down? Come on.
Dude,
that was not a good call.
Well, Ryu and Ken had that problem.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. In any case.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That's not it for game news.
Yep. The last little bit of game news that we have here is that Josie Rizal of Tekken 7, the Filipina warrior, who actually a lot of people did point out is not the first one, because Talim from Soul Calibur apparently is Filipino.
Oh.
Because apparently Talim means blade in Tagalog or something like that.
Interesting.
Or something to that effect. But Josie Rizal just came out today in Japan arcades. So she is now playable. And apparently what a lot of people are saying is that she's very similar to Bruce.
Yeah. I don't know Tekken terribly well,
right.
but I did watch some of that. And
okay.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be able to pick out like which character's moves, but she looks cool. Yeah. I think she looks cool. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are saying, because Bruce isn't in the game apparently, and some people who are fans of Bruce I saw tweeting like, she looks a lot like Bruce. Maybe I guess that means no Bruce, right?
Right. Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. I mean, Tekken definitely hasn't been opposed to having law and forest law or
right.
And,
you know, double jacks and stuff like that.
Stuff like that. So you never know. You never know what happens. So
although that was in tag too, but
yeah. Okay.
Okay. I think that's it as far as game news goes.
Yeah, I think that's
it in general.
Dude, I didn't even switch the game news thing. Dude, I'm so terrible at this. I need a stream producer, seriously. I really need someone sitting here manning the station for me, dude.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I also forget to change camera angles to sexy and sexier cam and stuff like that. And so I'm just going to let it go to game news. Boom! Now it's at game news. Now we're going to miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous.
Which literally is like 7 minutes left of what? What do you want?
I think it's funny to go on Test Your Might and see them talking about Capcom Players. Do you see me tweeting about this?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
This is actually on NeoGAF that I saw this, but it's a very common theme in NRS online postings. Not like in person people, but like online about the Capcom community and how in general Capcom people don't like NRS games and that they don't play it, and wow, this time Capcom players are actually playing NRS games. Like, for example, Chris G and Eris.
Okay,
and
first of all,
even like Justin Wong they mentioned, and like Justin,
dude, he's getting like 15K viewers on his stream every single time he streams Mortal Kombat.
He's being a smart businessman about it, but because of that,
yeah,
but he also likes the game.
Yeah, he does.
And he's going to be a threat if he wants to keep it up. So.
But first of all, Chris G has been winning in NRS games. Like he had one of the sickest reptiles in MK9.
How was it? The first game he made Evo Top 8 in was Mortal Kombat 9.
Yeah. Really? That was the first time he ever made top 8?
Yep.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Before I really knew Chris all that well, my very first MK9 tournament was at CEO that I entered just for fun. And the first person I played was Chris G.
No way.
I didn't
You got ripped, huh?
Dude, it felt like Marvel. Like I was just standing there and I died. And I was
he was like doing reptile stuff back and forth.
I was like,
probably,
I was like, I don't know what just happened.
Yeah.
Like, I guess it wouldn't be. It was my first major for it because we played at Wednesday night fights a lot and stuff like that. Yeah,
we did.
But he bodied me in that game, and I was like, I don't even know what happened. I was like, my Scorpion was just like dead. Yeah. I was like, okay, but he's been amazing at that game. Secondly, Eris is a Capcom player.
Eris as a Capcom player, yeah. When I put that joke tweet out before Fatal 8 about Reinhardt, people thinking like, oh, a Capcom player.
Right.
I mean, I was joking, but like I wasn't. That came from somewhere.
Yeah,
okay? Like, there's grounding
yeah,
in that because I've seen him called just a Capcom player there. To see Eris though, like Eris plays Third Strike, but like that's it.
I've never seen him play like another Capcom game.
It's the only one I've seen him play.
Yeah, he's a Tekken player.
Yeah,
and he
Soul Calibur player.
Yeah,
you know?
Soul Calibur, and he won a lot of the. He was always first or second at the run back for Injustice. When it first came out.
Yeah, he was really good at Injustice. He had a really good smoke, I think, if I recall correctly, in Mortal Kombat 9. So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And that time that Chris G made top 8 at EVO, commentators for that session included me, Capcom player, and Eris, Capcom player. But both of us that day decided to shed our Capcom self and went over to NRS for the day. Apparently not long term.
Right.
Apparently it can't be involved. It's just a weird community because like I want to go over there and just like talk about tech with people. You know, hey, how's it going, everybody? I found something cool, or like what cool stuff did you find? You know? Oh, hey, man, it's so cool that Ultra David came in here. I can't believe Capcom players are playing this so much. That's awesome.
Dude, you've been on Test Your Mic forums a lot, right? I mean, back in Injustice, you were on there quite a bit.
Even in MK9, I was like working on Cyrax tech, but that stuff gets lost, you know? I don't know, I guess. People see me commentating SF4 mostly. That's certainly I do. It's certainly what I want. But I mean, I wouldn't say Street Fighter 4 is like in my favorite. Yeah. It's not my top 3 favorite games or anything.
Yeah, I forgot what other community I was thinking about. I think it was the Guilty Gear community actually. So Guilty Gear community, NRS, every community is really like this. I mean, I don't want to just put NRS on blast, but I know a lot of people kind of feel that way. Like even Guilty Gear players are always like, oh, the old school players are better than the new school players, and you know, oh, here's this guy coming in, and you know, like why is this person playing our game? He doesn't know about this game, you know. All these communities are very defensive. It's really weird. It's really strange, but I mean, I guess that's just that's human nature, right?
I guess, yeah. Especially if you have a smaller scene, you know. I get that. I mean, I feel like all of my favorite games since SF4 have been smaller. Have been smaller games that have died. Yeah. Injustice, Cross Tekken, Skullgirls. Well, actually, Skullgirls is doing well now.
It's doing good, yeah. It's still
Dive Kick. There was one more. But anyway, those are all cases of games that were small and they died.
Yeah, pretty much. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else do you got?
Not much at this point in time, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have like 1 minute.
Yeah, so I've never.
Oh, Uniel could.
Oh, Under Night. Yeah, that's a great example. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was definitely the other one I was thinking of. Yeah.
I don't know if it's necessarily dead.
Yeah, it's probably not yet, but it's going there.
Yeah, it's
headed that direction. You got to be real about it.
I want to say one thing though. I am really, really happy. So when I did that giveaway, fighting game giveaway thing, you know, I was talking to Nothing Excess, and he donated a little bit to add to it, right? And he was like, you know, maybe give some more people $60 games or whatever like that. And I was like, actually, I don't want to do that. I want to keep it spread. And I'm really happy with the way it turned out because one person got like Uniel, one person got Xrd, one person got Mortal Kombat 10. I'm sorry.
Oh, cool.
One person got like a KOF game. One person like it was really widespread, and I was really happy with how that turned out. That's what I was hoping for was to get a good spread of games purchased that way, you know, so that you know I could give love to every game.
That's awesome.
That was really cool. I was happy about that. So I was really happy with the way that turned out. So. Yeah. So basically, if Ultra David plays and likes your game, go find something else. Oh man.
Pretty much, yeah. In person, everybody in the NRS scene has been super cool to me.
Yeah.
And I've never had a problem, but for some reason online, they're definitely 2003 Shoryuken.
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing is, you commentated MLG, you commentated Fatal 8, you've commentated EVO, you commentate Injustice and MK9 a lot. I don't know why people are still surprised when they see you having an interest in these games, you know. So.
I think there's been 1 year out of the past 5 that I have not done an NRS game at EVO.
Really?
Yeah, I did Mortal Kombat. Maybe I only did it once. Yeah, only once. So I guess there were 2 years.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat and then both years of Injustice.
Okay, cool.
I did.
Nice.
Even when it was hard, even the first one, when it was just KDZ beating people up with Superman. And the second year was awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
But, you know.
Okay. All right, so anything else that anyone else wants to bring up, or I think...
Yeah, I hope all the Capcom players win all the NRS tournaments. Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Dude.
Sonic Fox is only winning tournaments because Justin Wong isn't playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, that came up when I saw it on Twitter. I was like, yeah, honestly, like I didn't think Sonic Fox was that great at first, but you know, now I see, but I didn't at first. And somebody responded like, oh, if he doesn't win SF4, then he doesn't count, huh?
Dude,
really?
People said that to me.
You jump right on there? Come on.
People got mad at me for saying that because I was like, because I remember saying like, you know, I didn't consider Sonic Fox one of the greatest fighting game players of all time because he's winning all these other games. I mean, he's been in the scene for like 2 years.
Yeah, maybe you give him 2 years.
And I was like,
a third year?
I was like, I don't think Sonic Fox is the best player yet, you know. And then everyone's like, oh, because he's not playing Street Fighter. I was like, okay, whatever.
All right, yeah.
Like, yeah. But yeah, so I think some people did say that Ermac Spectrally is banned at Northwest Majors or something.
Yeah, they
like
said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Slash I think tweeted that out.
Yeah, it'd actually can you imagine? Dude, that would be a crazy grand finals of some event or EVO if like MKX came out to Justin versus Sonic Fox.
Ooh.
That would be super fascinating. That would be awesome.
It actually would be really interesting to see how they play against each other.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, whether Justin can contain that stuff. Or,
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's not easy to guess against Sonic Fox.
Yeah.
Like, he gets everybody's number.
Yeah.
So.
It was always funny because, you know, speaking of Mortal Kombat, so basically, a few of my friends were the best MK2 players in Southern California.
Mm-hmm.
They basically beat everybody. They just would go to tournament and win in those. Of course, you know, they would win like, here's 10 free tokens to the arcade that you wanted.
Nice,
you know, that was basically what it was. But one of my friends, Roger, apparently he had like the sidekick gobble kick button. So basically gobble kick in those games were hold a button and then let go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you had to charge it, so it's like a turnaround punch. You had to let go.
Huh.
But my other friend, who was also super good, he always joked that he like somehow must have wired the machine to your block button was connected to his gobble kick, because every time you let go of block, gobble kick would come out and he'd hit you. He was just like, it was amazing at just like how, and that move was super unsafe. So, you know, I can imagine like Sonic Fox might have something of that kind of power.
No, I can picture it. Yeah. It's just a really funny name.
That's kind of what I think of when I think of how Sonic Fox plays. It's just somehow he just knows the right time to throw out this ridiculously unsafe move that will lead into gigantic amounts of damage.
He definitely can do that.
Yeah.
Definitely can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man, I have this sick setup with Duelist Dark Liu Kang. Speaking of gobble kick, right?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
So you knock the opponent down with a cancel, whatever your button, whatever your combo window is a cancel. You cancel into Dark Fireball, you stop it, which you can do. And then, if you don't know how this works, he throws a fireball, you can stop it at any point, and then it'll blow up a set period of time later. So what you can do is do this, knock down, fireball, stop fireball, then do meaty gobble kick. And gobble kick beats a lot of moves as a meaty because it has so many... It's airborne, so it goes over slides, but also it beats a lot of things armor. Because it does so many hits so fast, it just goes through armor. But it's super unsafe. But you got the ball there. So you do meaty gobble kick, then the ball explodes, then you have enough time to be safe and also do one high-low mix-up.
Dude, that's so good.
And it does a lot of chip, by the way.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Duel, because like even Duelist, like on light mode he can heal himself, right? So I just kept like trying to find combos that would knock you down, and then I would heal myself. You know what I mean? It just seemed like such a like convenient way just to keep getting little bits of life back here and there. So
he seems like a good variation.
Yeah. Liu Kang is the one character that I saw that I was like, I like all three variations. I might try to learn this character.
Okay, cool.
So he's one of the characters I was thinking of learning. So.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
People on Test Your Might didn't really like. There's a lot of people who think that Duelist doesn't look that great.
Mm-hmm.
Just a couple of people who think it's good. So I went in there and I think it's good. I mean, we've been talking about it, but they
were like, what do you know? You're a Capcom player.
Capcom player, what are you doing in here? Well, very nice of you to grace us with your Capcom player knowledge. What do you know about NRS games?
Oh, man. And
anyway.
Dude, you were like the one that kind of started the whole ball rolling on this crazy option select glitch that people have been finding.
So this 1-2-3 glitch, the way that I found it was that Kano has a toward 2, stand 3 into either of the grabs. That's a chain.
Right.
Okay? So what I wanted to do was try to option select that by pressing 2, 3, then 1, because that's a grab. 3 plus 1. So I was like, what happens if I press all of them? Like, maybe I'll get it. And instead, some crazy crap happened.
Right.
I was like, what just happened?
Like, an EX move came out and I didn't touch block.
Yeah, it was like so crazy.
And it's literally only those 3 buttons. I tried every other 3-button combination and nothing else worked. It's only front punch, back punch, front kick.
Yeah.
It's only those 3.
It's just total chance randomness that I was looking for it. So.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's about it.
Yeah.
We've been rambling for like a good 20 minutes now. So.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Again, this weekend, Northwest Majors. Definitely make sure you get a chance to check that out. Let me see if
Twitch.tv/Team Chaos.
Yeah, let me see if there's
with a K.
Anything else going on this weekend. If you guys don't know, there is a nice little site that I use called tinyurl.com/FGC calendar. I guess there's like a last man standing, a bar battles, some double elimination tournament, but Northwest Majors is the main one.
Cool.
That's coming up. So, yeah, definitely tune into that. That'll be twitch.tv/Team Chaos with a K. At least we think.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's the channel. So, dude, again, I'm going to put websites on blast.
Blast them.
Dude, tournament websites, put all the relevant information on the top of your front page.
When is it? Where is it? What games are there? Where can I watch it?
And maybe also what airport to go to.
What airport is it close to?
Yeah.
That should be like right there. It should be like on this.
Yeah.
When we took a break,
Uh-huh.
we took a while. We didn't come back immediately. The reason? We were trying to see who the streamer was. We assume that it's Team Chaos. But we're not sure.
Yeah, and not only that,
say.
because all their other media, social media, YouTube is Chaos Gaming.
Right.
And there is a twitch.tv/Chaos Gaming, and there's a Team Chaos, but Team Chaos has all the views on there, so I'm assuming it's Team Chaos.
Assume so. Well, we'll find out this weekend. Have a good time going there if you're going. Have a good time watching if you're watching. We will come back next Tuesday.
Well, actually,
we'll come back next Monday. Excuse me. So, uploading now and should be ready tomorrow is our yesterday's episode of breaking down game engine, system mechanics, and then the top row of characters in Mortal Kombat X. Next week we'll do the bottom row of characters just to round it out. That's next Monday at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time.
That's right. And then hopefully pretty soon after that, me and I might get Choi Sauce to help me out. We'll finally do an excerpt episode where we can break some characters down.
That'd be really nice.
Too. Yeah. So.
Cool. Okay. Thanks a lot. See you next time.